could turn it into a bum bag. Do you know what? I just thought about that. Get a belt, put it here. So I thought I would do one of these videos that I have not personally done in at least, God, I don't know, it's been months. I thought I'm going to do a video on, it's just a good old-fashioned bag video, and it's the bags that I use the least and the ones that I use the most, and I'm going to talk a bit about why. So I'm going to do mix because, yeah, I think maybe I would prefer to see that too. First, for my least used bags, I'm surprised about this one because I love this bag. This is the Chanel 19 and it is in the tweed with a dual tone sapphire blue color. You know I love sapphires, blues and dual tones in general. Beautiful bag. I saw it in the store and I literally, as soon as I saw it, it was like love at first sight. And I thought that it would be my cool winter bag, and it's modern and I'm wearing it, you know, because it's like fall and winter, so it's got like the tweed and the material, and I'm just not reaching for it. And yeah, this is like one of the only true like all over fabric bags I own, and I'm very surprised at myself that I haven't used it that much, because I'm looking at it now, I just think it looks so gorgeous. It's a beautiful bag, just a typical opening, it's got stuffing inside, but I haven't used it, but I can't bring myself to let it go. I even like the mixed metals, or sometimes I think, do I like the mixed metals or do I not like the mixed metals? But I just look, it looks great, no? Tell me what you think in the comments of each of the bags that I'm showing you. It sits really well on me, like this, if I want to wear it crossbody. Wearing over my coats, all my wool single-breasted coats, I'm wearing this. Such a great texture, beautiful color, not reaching for it, but it's still a beautiful bag. Switching to one of the bags that I wear the most, and I have to put in this gorgeous little Jolie bag, is the white mini size. Is this mini or small? I think it's a small size, because it's now a size even smaller than this, which is unbelievable. I have it in the parakeet green, but the white one is the one that I absolutely use the most, because white, as I've always said, is a neutral. I can wear white bags with anything. I would literally, after shooting this video, just walk out wearing this entire look. A neutral, always has been in my wardrobe, always will be, year round. So I knew I was going to wear this more than the green version of it, and I do. It's a little bit grubby, so it needs a good cleaning, so I need to bring it somewhere so I can get a good spa. I love that it has a gold hardware for the zipper pull. Wow. I have my Loewe sunglasses in here, which I absolutely love. These are so good. This is a great bag. I bought this in Paris, I believe, and I hit the ground running. I think the very same day that I bought it, I just took it out of the wrapping and just started using it. I went to a dinner with it. It's just one of those easy grab and go bags. I love the size of it as well. I've done a what fits in this Jolie bag on my TikTok, so if you want to see that, definitely have a look. Great bag, no regrets. A surprise to me for a bag that I'm not reaching for is my Fendi Baguette. This is pre-loved vintage, and I love it because of the color combination. It is classic to me, but I don't reach for it. And I like that it's the old school one that has the original like buckles on the side, because the newer ones don't have that. Just classic 90s, right? But I think the reason I don't reach for it is because of the size of it. It's just, I mean, look, it's oversized top on because of the shoulder pads, and it's just getting eaten alive under my armpit. Sort of twist it to show it. Which, I mean, it does work, because I love that play on like oversized clothes with a tiny bag. But it's just a little bit too small, and I'm just not reaching for it, which is a real bummer. Wow, I could turn it into a bum bag. Do you know what? I just thought about that, because what I could do is get a belt, put it here, remove these straps. I end up getting the mama size in it, which is a size bigger, and you can see it's got like, it's much more like wider on the sides, and it's just more like a pouch style bag versus the Baguette, which is a lot thinner. And this bag I reach for way more, and it's because I can just put more in it. Just proportionally wise, I like the size of this bag on my frame. I feel like the older style version of the other one looks a little bit too tiny. This one definitely feels like a true like evening out type of bag because of the size of it. Whereas this one, I can do both, but especially wear it during the day. I just feel like I will regret it. The moment I let it go, I'm gonna regret letting this go. Kept this one, would I regret this one going? I don't know. And I think that's one of the questions that I keep toying with, which is why I keep holding on to both. even though I know I wear this one more, but I love the aesthetics of this one. One of my most used bags has to be, yeah, I'm gonna go with you. My Saint Laurent, I think it's called a 5 to 7 bag. I can't quite remember. Cannot say enough about this thing. This is another one of those bags where I just, oh, it's my earpods. I was wondering where those were. The Saint Laurent 5 to 7 bag, smooth finish to it, which I love because I just feel like it almost reminds me of Hermes box leather or any kind of bag where it has like smooth leather. Some bags to me lend themselves perfectly to smooth finished leather, and this is one of them. I just love the overall shape of it. Again, it has that kind of 90s throwback feel to it. I like that it's adjustable a little bit. We've got extra holes here so you can wear it a little bit longer. It has that same vibe as the Fendi Baguette does. This is how it looks on its longer strap. I wear this during the day, I wear this in evenings because to me it's such a simple, sleek design. It works really well for both. So that's it, slightly longer. And black and gold is my #1 favorite bag color combination. It always has been across any brand. It's a good bag. Simple, sleek, minimal, and it's just great. It comes in tons of colors now, I've noticed. But I know for me that the black and gold is the one that I would wear the most, and so said, so done. The bags that I've surprised myself and not been using as much as I thought I would, my Dior saddle in this beautiful, kind of like a blood red, kind of oxblood almost color. It's stunning with gold hardware. It's like a dull kind of finish as well to the hardware. This is beautiful. Why am I not reaching for this bloody thing? I reach for the white version of it all the time, but again, I know why. You can tell me by now. It's because it's white. I find that white's so neutral, annoying me because I love this thing. I thought I would wear a lot during the fall and winter because it's just a beautiful, dark, rich Bordeaux, kind of almost like a red wine kind of color. Stunning bag. It's just so good. I love it. See, as soon as I put them on, I'm like, oh my God, this looks so good though. Suede red inside here, absolutely stunning. And I don't see many red bags that I fall in love with. This one I did. Moving on to one of my most used bags, and this is not going to be any surprise to a lot of you, in fact, if not all of you. And if you know my channel very well, then you're already probably going to know which one I'm going to say. And there is 3 of them because I use them so much. Drum roll, not that it's really necessary. My Loewe puzzle bags. There are no words to express how much I love these bags. This is a size small in the tan and stone blue it's called. And this is the mini, which is a new kid on the block that I picked up in Europe in February during Fashion Week. I'm using the crap out of it. I literally was out yesterday and I used it again. It is such a cute little workhorse bag. I call small bags a workhorse bag because they have to work extra hard because they're so tiny. But it's a beautiful pop of orange. I've talked about this bag ad nauseum on my channel, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. But I just wanted to say that it is one of my favorite little bright colors. And it just makes, look at that. Look how seamlessly it goes with my wardrobe. This slots so nicely into that. So hands down, one of my absolute favorites, and I've used it so much. And these 2 bad boys, obvious reasons. I mean, I've had these for like almost, I think, 5 years now, and I'm thinking of doing like an updated review. And the reason why they have feet is because these are both the old school Loewe puzzle bag, because Loewe does not make the current version with feet and with the wider strap. If you can notice, there's a wider section to these straps. They don't do that anymore. Also the D-ring at the back, which is at the bottom here. If you want me to do an updated review on what I think of it like 5 years later, because I can really go into depth, let me know, drop a comment below. But I do have older style videos on what I, just a personal review of the Loewe puzzle bag, and I'll drop those links below in case you want to watch them, because I feel like they're one of the bags that stands the test of time because their design is so simple. It's very practical shape as well because of the top handle and the adjustable longer strap. Also, there's no branding and very minimal sort of like metal hardware logos to it. It just has like a simple embossed symbol of Loewe on the corner. And it's like one of those if you know, you know bags. It's a bag that I can carry with me anywhere and I don't feel like, oh, I'm carrying a designer bag, even though it is. because it just doesn't give that feeling. It just looks like a well-made quality leather bag, and why people still keep buying them. I won't talk too much about it, but let me know in the comments if you want me to do a proper updated review. One of my least used bags has to be the Mark Cross bag. I hardly use this thing now. If you remember this, it's got like the little, it looks like, basically looks like a shrunken down old-fashioned suitcase. Listen to this when it opens. I love that. Literally sounds like a suitcase. And then you open it up like that, and it has like this red interior. It almost looks like a jewelry box, but I don't reach for it. Listen. Oh, it's just the little details. I just don't know what it is. I just, there was a phase where I was using this, and now I don't. I remember Alexa Chung went through a phase where she was carrying this bag, and there was a point where it was a really sort of in sort of bag to use, but not too many people were wearing it still, even then. And I liked that about it. It was very much sort of under the radar, but it was still being worn, but not sort of in the way that you see like all over your Instagram feed, like everyone seems to be wearing the same bag. This was just one of those that it was just a quiet, beautiful piece to wear. And do I like it? Yes. But do I love it? I don't think I do. It's hard to get rid of something that's so well made, but at the same time, I can't sort of keep holding on to everything just because I just want to keep looking at it. I'd rather just have a collection of bags I actually prefer to use and give this to a home where they would use it. Right, so moving on to one of my most used bags. Have to put this bag in. It has surprised me. I never thought when I bought it last year, July, in Paris, that I was going to use this bag as much as I have. And it is hands down one of my most used small bags. It's, here we go. The Hermes Mini Kelly, black with gold hardware. I have used this more than I can even tell you. As Michael would say, I've used the crap out of this bag. I had no idea that something so small was going to be so useful to me, but it has been. It has a longer detachable strap, which is right here. I just have it inside the bag. I've done a what fits in for this as well on my TikTok, and I think on my YouTube shorts as well. It just surprised me. I never thought that something, when I first saw this bag, before I owned it, I used to think, can't fit nothing in there. Can't fit anything. I fit the essentials that I need to go for the entire day or for an evening out. That's what's also good about this. It's a perfect flexible bag to use during the day and also use at nighttime. It looks like a smart little shrunken down bag. That's basically the kind of aesthetic of it. Weddings to, you know, fancy evening events to a dinner, girls' night out, but you can still turn around and I can wear it now because it goes with what I'm wearing. That's how flexible this bag is. Because I dress very relaxed and tomboy, I find that this is a really nice sort of complement to that, and it's a nice sort of contrast. So I just wear it like crossbody, boom, you can imagine it, just crossbody like this, and I'm walking down the streets, and that is it. When I'm shooting street style, it's very easy as well. My vlogging camera fits in this bag. Watch. And I never thought that was gonna happen. But imagine that the strap is on, right? Because I'm gonna wear it crossbody. Here is my G7X camera, and it just plops, just disappears inside the bag with room to spare. It's so handy, and I've got so much room to put house keys, car keys, my iPhone will fit in it without my case though. Earpods, tissues, lipstick. I use this as the wallet. What I do is I take out the credit cards that I want, and I'll just pop them in the back pocket. Super easy, super practical. The best color as well, in terms of like, if I had to choose one, and I was very fortunate that I was able to, sort of, because I just said like, this is the color that I would love to get the most. And so when I was able to get this bag, I literally, I think, almost fell off my chair. I cannot say enough about it. Most used bag. Out of all my Hermes bags, this is actually the bag that I use the most. The thing that I know about me, which is I'm a small bag girl, and I always have been, and I probably always will be. Okay, and off the back of like my last bag, which is like under my most used, this is in terms of when I'm traveling, this is definitely one of my most used bags, and it's got to be my Bottega Jolie. This is the I think this is the medium size. I always get confused because they've got so many different sizes. It also comes in an extra large size. There's a size where it literally, it's this style bag, but you can wear it so big that it goes cross body and the whole bag just wraps around. I shot someone on my street style episode once and she was wearing this bag in that size. But I wear this bag every time, almost every single time when we travel and go away. It is my carry-on bag. It carries all the essentials I want without sort of, you know, putting it in a suitcase. This is where I put it, where it's my sunglasses, passport, whatever, it will go in here. I've also traveled with a mini Kelly as well, and I wear that crossbody, and that often will just hold like my passport, my money, just the very important personal things that I just want to keep on me at all times. That's when the mini Kelly really comes into its own, especially if I've got like a jacket, it will be under my jacket. So it's a nice stealth bag as well to carry. Wide strap makes it super comfortable. It's great, just like that. It just works. Or sometimes I'll wear it the other way around. So this wide part is what is showing there. And I just think it looks so good, right? It's such an easy bag. And this is another bag that I could just wear right now with that. The bags that I've picked that I wear the most, I realize are bags that are the most versatile for me, right? Because they're the bags that I could just fling on right now with anything I wear, and I could just walk out the door and just wear them. They're the easy bags, they're the bags I feel like I can reach for the most. For the bags that I least use, they're for me to like decide on how I'm going to move forward with them. There's certain bags that I feel like I want to just keep using, and it's just a matter of me using them, like the Dior saddle. I love that red, so I'm going to give it another round and see how I feel about it as far as like the next year or so. But because I feel like, you know, sometimes it's just a season where you just put the bag down. I've done it with this, and I won't wear it for like months, like 6 months, if not longer, and all of a sudden I'll just pick it up and start wearing it to death. So I find I'm like that kind of person. But anyway, let me know if you agree and what your thoughts are. But tell me in the comments, I'd love to know, give me one of each for you. What's your most used bag currently and your least used bag? Currently is important because I find, like I said earlier, we go through seasons where there's a certain bag that we just reach for the most, and then we just turn around and rotate it. And I like to rotate my bags. Tomorrow I'm going to
Governor's Island.
Governor's Island. It's in Governor's Island.
Hence Governor's Ball.
Veuve Clicquot event, Governor's Island tomorrow, because this video goes up on Friday, so the next day. So if you want to see how that looks on my Instagram, check my stories, on my TikTok as well. I'm going to show you what I'm wearing because you're supposed to kind of dress up a little bit for it. So I'm going to be the exact opposite to what you're seeing now. I'll see you next week Friday, my loves, and take care as always, all right?